Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Carl Kinsep, and this is the Rosemount High School Swim and Dive live stream. Rosemount High School swim team is swimming against Burnsville Blaze tonight. A couple of small teams, Rosemount because of injuries and some COVID outages, I believe. And Burnsville is just a little bit smaller of a team as they have been in the past years. So we got a few minutes before the announcements start, and the national anthem will be played, and then I will be back with you.
Oh, you want it over here?
Yeah, right under the table. It's fine. Thank you.
You got it.
Hi, Rob. How are you? Good. Yeah, we gotta get a couple of programs, one for you and one for me.
We're still working on it, and I think then we'll.
Hi, Bruce. Hi, everyone. Just hang tight with us here. I would think that possibly the meet manager file for Burnsville either didn't come over, is corrupt, so it's taken some extra time to get that. I think they're manually inputting it, but they've been doing that for a while, so hopefully it will be pretty quick. If I can get some people here, my in-laws out of the camera range. Hey, you two down in front. You're both front and center right now. So I'll be right back with you in just a minute. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting close. We're getting stuff printed. People have the programs in hand. And we're just waiting for our copies up here at the desk. And then we should be ready to go. Up first will be the 200 medley relay. Looks like there will only be varsity with two small teams tonight. I think it is going to be mostly varsity. You might see JV 5300 free, but beyond that, I don't think you will. So. Okay, folks, here we go. This is event number 1, the boys 200 medley relay, varsity, 1 of 1. Yeah, could use one. Bruce. Oh. No,
Is that
we
fine?
need. We're getting closer. Just waiting on a couple more programs here. We need full programs for the announcing script. Looks like they're going to get going here. I'll get you names as soon as I can, if I can. Well, here we go, the 50 backstroke portion of the 200 medley relay. Again, varsity only for this event.
But the coach didn't have it either.
In lane number 1 from Burnsville, Byron Dodd, Nolan Johnson, Adam Schaefer, Miles Ritter. In lane 2, Rosemount, Josh Soleil, Alex Hoff, Robbie Megan, and Matthew Ryman. Lane 3 from Burnsville, Matthias Wong, Sam Edwards, Troy Jackson, Daniel Rojas. In lane 4 from Rosemount, Sawyer Smith, Jacob Olson, Spencer Rudd, and Will Durfee. And in lane 5 from Burnsville, Justin Jobert, Calvin Choi, Jack Steglich, Harrison Keller. Rosemount leading here now with the butterfly. Going into the freestyle leg. That is Will Durfee on the water for Rosemount right now. And for Burnsville, it is Daniel Rojas in lane number 3. We are going to have a junior varsity 200 freestyle. It's going to be one swimmer from Burnsville. Touching first in lane number 4 at 152.98 is the Rosemount A team. Followed behind by the Burnsville A team, Daniel Rojas at 159.61. Got lane number 1, still with the 50 freestyle left to go from Burnsville. In the water in lane number 1 is Miles Ridor. A pretty packed house here tonight for Rosemount. Parents from Burnsville and the home team. It's good to see people back in the stands in 2022 for our first home meet. And Miles touches 332 flat. Up next is event number 3, the boys 200-yard freestyle junior varsity, 1 heat. And they'll whistle, he'll go up. So sometimes they look.
Yeah, you said wait till he's
Yeah. Swimming in lane number 3 from Burnsville is Max Roca. Got 15 people on the live stream tonight. Welcome. Go ahead and pipe into the chat if you want where you're watching from. I've done a number of live streams for Rosemount and some local club teams, and I see people from all over the world, which is very cool. Grandparents, brothers, sisters, and things like that. So go ahead and chime in if you wish, and we'll give you a shout out at some point. If you're in Rosemount, watching in Rosemount, then you should be here in the stands. So you may or may not get a shout out if you're living in Rosemount. We'll see what happens. Seventh Son says Rosemount for the win. The Sandwich Guardian says Rosemount, let's go. Max coming up at the 100 here. 4 lengths left to go. We'll have 1 heat of varsity after this before we move on to the 200 IM. 200 IM will be varsity only, and as I mentioned earlier, there will be a couple of heats of 50 freestyle junior varsity before, and then varsity 50 freestyle before we move on to diving. Tonight we have 2 divers only, so diving's gonna go quick, so don't blink.
I'll just say event.
What? All right, Max finishes in lane number 3 at 258.34. We've gotten a hold from the ref here for just a second. I think they're going to switch out one of the cables, maybe for the starting. There's always a few gremlins the first home meet. And that does look like that's what's going to happen. He's got one in his hand. It's always fun plugging those things in live. Yep, she's ready. All right, here we go with event number 4. We got the second, maybe third gremlin worked out here, but this is the 200-yard freestyle varsity. And we got some looking around going on again here. Oh, they got to fix the clock here real quick. There we go. Got it cleared out. Now we should be ready to go. Although I've said that 2 or 3 times now. I spoke too soon. Well, I'll give you the names here because I can do that online where we can't announce it here in the stands just yet. Lane number 1 will be Everett Sandbo from Burnsville. Lane 2, Sawyer Smith from Rosemount. In lane 3, Pierre Demelin from Burnsville. In lane 4, Matthew Warwick from Rosemount. Lane 5, Brian Choi from Burnsville. And in lane 6, Spencer Rudd from Rosemount. Burnsville is in the odd lanes tonight, 1, 3, and 5. Rosemount in 2, 4, and 6. Lane 1 is closest to you. Lane 6 farthest from you. So we're still having some computer problems here. Burnsville coach is back at the desk. Got about 22 people online right now. Again, I apologize. We're having some first home meet gremlins attacking our computer software. But I am positive we will work it out.
I'm ready to do the names. I know she told me I couldn't do the names till they're in the water. So
Yep, you got to wait till they're in the water. Yep.
I don't know what's going on. Is there
All right, there is the whistle, and here we go. They are in the water. Again, Everett Sandbo in 1 from Burnsville. Sawyer Smith 2 from Rosemount. 3, Pierre Dumoulin from Burnsville. 4, Matthew Warwick from Rosemount. 5, Brian Choi from Burnsville. Lane 6, Spencer Rudd from Rosemount. Matthew Warwick out in the early lead here, coming into the first 50 of this 200. 8 lengths of the pool. Followed closely behind Sawyer in lane number 2, and then Spencer in lane number 6. Coming in at the 100, Matthew is going to be sub 50 right here. Got no splits on that, so there's another computer glitch there. It's not the end of the world, but it's nice to see the splits. Matthew leading the pack here. 2 lengths left of the pool at this flip turn. Sawyer making his turn. Final stretch for home here. And Spencer out in lane number 6. Leading the pack for Burnsville in lane number 3, Pierre Dumoulin. And Matthew in lane number 4. And the clock did not stop. Matthew would have been in about a 153 or so. Hopefully they'll get this little glitch fixed. All right, going into the water right now is event number 6, the boys 200-yard individual medley. This is the varsity heat, one and only heat. Justin Jobert from Burnsville in lane number 1, Will Durfee in 2 from Rosemount. Lane 3, Luke Thorpe from Burnsville. In lane 4, Jacob Olson from Rosemount. Lane 5, Jack Steglich from Burnsville. And in lane 6, Parker Pedersen from Rosemount. Right now, Jacob's got the early lead in the butterfly leg of this event. We're going from butterfly to backstroke right now. There we got a split, 28-74. See if that holds up. They're frantically working on the Colorado right now. Jacob from backstroke to breaststroke. There we got another split, so we're looking better here. 35.35. Will Durfee in lane number 2 followed him into the breaststroke leg, and as is Parker out in lane number 6. Leading the way for Burnsville, lane number 1, Justin Jobert. A little hard to see lane number 1 there because people standing and cheering, but can't do anything about that. Can't tell them to get lost. Comes Jacob, finishing up the breaststroke leg. He'll go into the freestyle to finish it up. Oh, I knew Allison from Australia would be piping in. She says, go Matthew, and he is in the water, or just finished, I should say. So thank you for joining us again, Allison. Comes Jacob, finishing up. He's got about 12 and a half yards left to go. And he finishes in a 2:14.88. Lane number 2, Will Durfee, will be your second place here in the 200 IM at 2:23.98. Followed by Parker out in lane number 6 at 2:33.33. Lucas Thorpe in lane number 3 finishing right now at 2:47.84. A little drop for him. And lane number 5, 2:49.37 is Jack Steglich. And Justin Jover, 2:59.75 for him in lane number 1. Up next is event number 7, the boys 50-yard freestyle junior varsity. There's 2 heats here. Rosemount alone in the first heat. Lane number 2 will be Ethan Connolly, and lane number 4 will be Josh Saleh. Josh coming in here under the flags. Entered at 31.92. He drops a little over a second at 30.54. And Ethan Connolly in at 33.76. Up next is heat 2 of this junior varsity event. We've got Milan Malawarchi in 2 from Rosemount. Lane 3, Byron Dodd from Burnsville. Lane number 4 will be Matthew Ryman from Rosemount. And in lane 6, Lucas Wilhelmi from Rosemount. And looks like we have no Milan here tonight in lane number 2, so he'll be a scratch. Matthew Ryman firing on all cylinders here. He's really been dropping time in this event, each meet. Lucas Wilhelmi out there in lane number 6 as well. He is new to the sport. 26.44 for Matthew and 29.35 for Lucas. That is the first time I know for sure he has gone under 30 points. So that is a big, big drop for him. I know Lucas is a football player for Rosemount High School and neighbors with our family and my son Evan. Evan got him to come out much against his will, but I think he's doing a very fine job. So the Sandwich Guardian says, who's winning? Well, I don't know. I don't have the score in front of me yet, but we will get you that at some point. This is the varsity heat of the 50 freestyle, event number 8. Everett Sandbo from Burnsville in 1. Josh Sikorsky from Rosemount in 2. Sam Edwards from Burnsville in 3. Tristan Timbers in lane 4 from Rosemount. Daniel Rojas in 5 from Burnsville. And Alex Hoff in lane 6 from Rosemount. It's going to be a close race, but Sam Edwards is going to grab that first position at 23.73. All right, well, when we are complete with the 50-yard freestyle, we move to diving. So it'll be a few minutes. Like I said, we've only got 2 divers. It's going to go fast. I'll be right back with you. Okay, we got our two divers tonight. We have Lucas Gerton and Will Kerrigan. Just waiting on the order here. Okay. Okay, up first is Will Kerrigan with a 302C reverse somersault, difficulty 1.6. Scores 3, 4.5, 3.5. Up next, Lucas, 301B reverse dive pike, difficulty 1.7. Scores 5, 6.5, 6.5. Beginning the second round of diving, Will, 303C reverse 1.5 somersault, difficulty 2.1. Scores 2, 4, and 3. Lucas with a 105B front 2.5 somersault pike, difficulty 2.6. Scores 6.5, 6, and 6. Starting round number 3, Will, 203C back 1.5 somersault, degree of difficulty 2. Scores 4, 4.5, and 4. Lucas with a 203C back 1.5 somersault tuck 2.0. Scores 6, 6, and 6. Starting round number 4, Will with a 52-21D back somersault with a half twist, degree of difficulty 1.7. Scores 4.5, 5, and 4.5. Lucas with a 52-23D back 1.5 somersault, 1.5 twists, difficulty 2.5. I have a 52-23D. Should be round 4. Oh, sorry, 52-33D, yes. Scores 6, 7, and 7. Starting round number 5, Will with a 103B front, 1.5 somersault, difficulty 1.7. Scores 4.5, 6, and 4.5. Lucas with a 403B inward, 1.5 somersault pike, 2.4. Scores 7.5, 6.5, and 7.5. Our final round of the evening, Will with a 403C inward, 1.5 somersault, difficulty 2.2. Scores 4.5, 5.5, and 4. Final dive of the evening, Lucas with a 404C inward, 2 somersault, tuck, 2.8. Scores 7, 7, 6.5. That concludes diving. We're going to have about a 10-minute break, maybe a little bit more. They got to put the lane line back in, and they've got to put the flags up. And then we will be back with you for the 100-yard butterfly. Got a shout out from Teresa Barnes. Go Matthew Warwick. Glad to be able to watch. And Nuncle from Anoka. Go Irish. Welcome. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Matthew appreciates it. In a few more minutes, we're going to start up at 7 o'clock on the dot. We'd be about 20 minutes ahead of schedule right now if we hadn't had the computer issues, but it is what it is. Not much we can do about it. Can't blame it on the weather. It's a beautiful 32 degrees here in Minnesota today. Down under, I'm sure it's about 105, although I think they're Celsius, but you know, whatever. Again, up next is the 100-yard butterfly. There is only the varsity event. 100 freestyle, there is a JV. 500 free, there is only varsity. It looks like we're going to announce the scores here. Yeah, I'll do them both. Okay, diving scores. In second place, Will Kerrigan with 141.6. And in first place, Lucas Gerton with 273.7. Oops, can have those. Yeah, that was an old diving record. What was he, 273? Yeah, Lucas coming in at 273.6 tonight. Boys' school record set back in 1992 for 6 dives was 280.45, so he was right on. Pool record by McLean from Egan, 293.65, so still a ways off on that one, but very close to the Steve Schiltz record from 1992. All right, here we go with the boys' 100-yard butterfly. Event number 12. One heat again, as I said. Adam Schaefer from Burnsville in lane number 1. Jacob Olson in lane number 2 from Rosemount. Calvin Choi from Burnsville in 3. Evan Kinsep from Rosemount in 4. And lane 5 will be empty, and Robbie Megan in lane 6 from Rosemount. Evan with the early lead out there in lane number 4. He's from Rosemount. Jacob Olson right behind him in 2. Robbie Megan in 6. Evan turning at 25.82. Pool record here was set by a gentleman from Lakeville North, Andrew Trepanier. He is at Michigan right now. That is a very fast time of 49.73. Grant Tongas set the pool or the boys record back in 2018. Both mom and dad are here tonight cheering on the Rosemount Irish, but at 51.50. Evan comes in at a 55 flat. Jacob touching at 59.58. Robbie Megan in lane number 6 at 104.06. And lane number 1 touching Adam Schaefer at 143.14. Up next is event number 13, the boys 100-yard freestyle. This is the JV heat. Lane 2 will be Dylan Everett from Rosemount. Lane 3, Nolan Johnson from Burnsville. Lane 4, Matthew Ryman from Rosemount. And in lane 6, Milan Malawarchi from Rosemount. And I shouldn't say that, Milan is gone today, so no lane 5, no lane 6. Matthew Ryman finishing up 101.33 in first place. Dylan Everett in lane number 2 at 116.22. And on his fourth and final length here is Nolan Johnson from Burnsville. And he bests his time by 7 seconds at 149.42. Up next is event number 14, the boys 100-yard freestyle varsity event. Jack Steglich from Burnsville in 1, Josh Sikorsky from Rosemount in 2, Matthias Wong from Burnsville in 3. Lane number 4, Tristan Timbers from Rosemount. Lane 5, Harrison Keller from Burnsville. And lane 6, Alex Hoff from Rosemount. Pretty good race here between Matthias and Tristan. Matthias with the early lead here at the first 50 turn. Tristan right behind him, and right behind Tristan in lane number 2 is Josh Sikorsky. Looks like Matthias is starting to pull away now. If you remember, or maybe you don't remember, Matthias, I believe, was the leadoff in the 200 medley relay for Burnsville in the backstroke portion, and a very fast backstroke as well. He's a very good freestyler from what I can see here. Entered at 50.83. He's going to be a little over that, but it's going to be a good midseason swim at 52.12. Tristan Timbers in second at 53.08, and Josh Sikorsky in lane number 2 at 54.68. All right, up next is event number 16, the boys 500-yard freestyle, the varsity heat. In lane number 1 from Burnsville, Brian Choi. Lane 2, Sawyer Smith from Rosemount. Lane 3, Justin Jobert from Burnsville. Lane 4, Will Durfee from Rosemount. In 5, Troy Jackson from Burnsville. And in lane 6, Josh Soleil from Rosemount. This is 20 lengths of the pool. The longest high school event that there is. Got a shout out from Marianne Lundquist up in International Falls. Proud of Matthew Ryman from Grandma. He has been doing a great job, watching him over the last few years. His times have really come down. He's really worked hard. So it is fun to watch him swim. Will Durfee in lane number 4 at the 150 mark, 6 lengths of the pool down, is your leader right now. Followed by lane number 2, Josh Sikorsky. Nope, that was the last event. Sawyer Smith in lane number 2. Eight lengths of the pool down for Mr. Durfee. 12 lengths left to go. Same with Sawyer here. He's going to make his turn in lane number 2. Third position right now is Burnsville in lane number 5. That is Troy Jackson showing in no time. So Brian, Sawyer, Troy, and Josh all showing no time. This could very well possibly be the first 500 they've all swam this season. Halfway point now for Will in lane number 4. From the Dennis F. Durfee account, grandparents in Eugene, Oregon, cheering in for Will. Excellent. Welcome to the broadcast. Will is out in the lead here in the 500 freestyle with 14 lengths down, 6 to go. At this turn, I don't know if probably on the live stream you cannot see the counters. You can't, so the counter got Will's wrong. He's got 4 lengths left right here. He's got 100 yards left to go. If you're not familiar with 500 freestyle, the swimmer in the lead with 2 lengths left gets the bell. You have the bell lap. I don't know if you can hear the bell, but Will is getting the bell right now. He's got 2 lengths left to go. Oh, thank you, Jake. I got a shout out from Jake Kemna, who's home ill tonight, the head coach from the Rosemount boys swim team. Now I'm nervous, Jake, because you're watching. Okay, here comes Will, passing under the flags, finishing up his 500 freestyle at 5:19.17, which, according to my program, is a 6-second drop. So nice job to Will. Lane number 2 finishing up right now will be Sawyer Smith. Sawyer is a no time. Now he's got a time at 5:48.63. And lane number 5, Troy Jackson finishing up, 6:16.33, followed by Josh Soleil in lane number 6 at 6:21.01. Up next from Burnsville in lane number 3 will be Justin Jobert, entered at 6:14. He's going to add a little bit of time there. And making his final flip turn in lane number 1 is Brian Choi. From the Steve Ryman account, go Matthew Ryman from Papa Steve. And Brian will finish up with a 6:56.66. Up next is a 200-yard freestyle relay. There is only the varsity heat between the two teams. I don't think there's enough kids to make a junior varsity, so this makes sense. The 2 refs tonight discussing something on the far side of the pool. That's why we have a bit of a hold up here. Looks like they have come to some consensus. Probably the score, I would guess. And we are off. So this again is event number 18, the 200 free relay. In lane 2, you're going to have Parker Pedersen, Robbie Megan, Alex Hoff, and Matthew Ryman. Lane 3 from Burnsville, Pierre Dumoulin, Everett Sambo, Jack Steglich, and Daniel Rojas. Lane 4 from Rosemount, Matthew Warwig, Evan Kinsep, Josh Sikorsky, and Tristan Timbers. Lane 5 from Burnsville, Miles Rador, Byron Dodd, Max Roca, and Nolan Johnson. In lane 6 from Rosemount, Dylan Everett, Will Kerrigan, Ethan Connolly, and Lucas Wilhelmi. Matthew touching first in lane number 4, followed by Evan Kinsep now in the water. Rosemount lane 2, Robbie Megan in the water. Burnsville, Everett Sambo in the water in lane number 3. Evan finishing up. Josh Sikorsky into the water in lane number 4. Lane number 2 goes Alex Hoff. 200-free relay pool record, 128.07 set by Rosemount. Quite a while ago, it had Eric Ertl in it anchoring, and he was, he must have graduated somewhere around 2000. That's the pool record. Boys record, 125.08. Tristan Timbers in the water right now. The final leg for lane number 4 from Rosemount. And they will touch it around 135.8. 135.8. Might have been a little bit of a soft touch. Matthew Ryman finishes it up in lane number 2, 145.80. Lane number 3 from Burnsville. Daniel Rojas finishing up for his team. 156.38. Final Rosemount team in lane number 6, right around 208. That was Lucas Wilhelmy. In the water in lane number 5 right now is Nolan Johnson from Burnsville. And Nolan finishes up in lane number 5 at 304.35. We do have a junior varsity 100 backstroke here for event number 19, Miles Rador from Burnsville in lane number 3. Will be center of attention here in lane number 3. Miles making his turn at the 50, 2 lengths left to go. And Miles finishing up here in lane number 3. 2:17. Soft touch, he touched the top of the pad, so I don't have an official time for Miles. Up next is the Varsity 100-yard backstroke. Lane number 1 is going to be Calvin Choi from Burnsville. Lane 2, Robbie Megan from Rosemount. 3, Luke Thorpe from Burnsville. Lane 4, Matthew Warwick from Rosemount. Lane 5, Pierre Dumoulin from Burnsville. And in lane 6, Spencer Rudd from Rosemount. Matthew out to a very early lead here at the first 25. Lane number 6 out there, not too far behind him. That's Spencer Rudd. Matthew's coming along quite well in that backstroke. He's had some issues with rotator cuff lately, but some good exercises and some good therapy, and he seems to be in fine shape. This turn, he's going to have 25 yards left to go. Mid-season, he should be happy with that time, 55.24. Shakes his head a little bit, but he's got to remember, they're getting their butts kicked right now. Spencer out in lane number 6, 103.50. Lane number 2, Robbie Megan, touching at 108.85. Lane 3 with a 111.01 is Luke Thorpe. Lane 5 with a 113.30, Pierre Dumoulin. And in lane number 1, 122.27, Calvin Choi from Burnsville. Up next, event number 21, the boys 100-yard breaststroke. This is a junior varsity. Again, a single swimmer, Harrison Keller from Burnsville in lane number 3. Harrison Keller entered at 134.94 for this 100 breaststroke. From Sharon, great job, Matthew Ryman. And from Allison, let's go, Matthew. He definitely did. Like I mentioned, he wasn't shook his head a little bit after that 100 backstroke, but again, mid-season. Hopefully Jake will agree with me. Maybe he won't. Not many people do, but I thought it was a good swim. Well, unfortunately, Harrison has lost his goggles. It's tough for any event. But he is persevering. 45.5 at the split for the 50. Half a pool length left to go here for Harrison. And not a bad time at all with those goggles off at 142.42. Event number 22, the boys 100-yard breaststroke. This is the varsity heat. Troy Jackson from Burnsville in 1. Parker Pedersen in 2 from Rosemount. Lane 3, Sam Edwards from Burnsville. Lane 4, Evan Kinsep from Rosemount. Lane 5, Matthias Wong from Burnsville. And in lane 6, Dylan Everett from Rosemount. first turn. Evans got the lead, followed by Sam Edwards in lane number 3 from Burnsville. Followed closely by lane number 5, which was Matthias Wong from Burnsville. Evan makes his turn at the 50, 31.73, 32.5 for Sam. Evan and Sam are teammates for the Riptide swim team in Apple Valley. But arch rivals when it comes to the high school season. Half a pool length left to go. Evan seems to have the lead here, and by a body length and a half. And touches with a 106.74. Sam with a 108.61 in lane 3. Lane number 5, 115.21 is Matthias Wong. Lane number 2, 122.23 for Parker Pedersen. Lane number 6, Dylan Everett from Rosemount with a 123.77, and finishing it up in lane number 1, 128.96 is Troy Jackson. We have a Burnsville team here for the 400 freestyle relay junior varsity. Lane number 3, it's going to be Max Roca, Miles Rador, Nolan Johnson, and Byron Dodd. Yeah, they'll give us something. So Miles Rador in the water here in the second position for Burnsville. into the water now. And lane number 3 is Nolan Johnson. Well, we wait for apologies to the Burnsville parents if there are any on watching. I'm going to move real quick to the senior spotlight. I'm supposed to do this a little bit earlier, but I'm in swimming mode right now. So, for those of you online, the senior spotlight tonight will be 2 of Rosemount seniors. First one is Alex Hoff. Post-graduation, music education at Gustavus Adolphus or at UW Eau Claire, hasn't decided yet. It's been 4 years on the team here at Rosemount. 200 free is his favorite race. Favorite memory, dropping 23 seconds on his 500 free at sections junior year. That was last year. That was quite a swim. I remember watching it. And his hobbies and activities, playing tuba, biking, and gaming. That is Alex Hoff. Next up is Evan Kinsep. He is a team captain. He will be attending the University of Miami, Ohio, looking at engineering. He will be swimming under scholarship for Miami, Ohio. He's been on the team 5 years, started as an 8th grader. Favorite race is 500 freestyle. Favorite memory, breaking the school record for the 500 free his sophomore year. And his hobbies and activities, working on cars, fishing, and playing guitar. Evan is my son, and I can attest to the playing of guitar every night in his room. So that is Evan Kinsep. That is our senior spotlights for tonight, and we'll get back to the meet. Our 4th swimmer in the water right now for Burnsville is Byron Dodd. All right, crossing under the flags. Byron finishing up the 400 free relay for his team at 7 minutes, .97. Up next is the final event of the evening, event number 24, the boys 400-yard freestyle relay. This is the varsity. There will be 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 tonight. From Rosemount, in lane number 2, Jacob Olson, Sawyer Smith, Parker Pedersen, and Will Durfee. Lane number 3 from Burnsville, Luke Thorpe, Daniel Rojas, Justin Jobert, and Pierre Dumoulin. Lane 4, Lucas Wilhelmi, Evan Kinsep, Tristan Timbers, and Matthew Warwig. Lane number 5, Burnsville, Adam Schaefer, Everett Sandbo, Calvin Choi, and Brian Choi. And in lane number 6 from Rosemount, Josh Sikorsky, Ethan Connolly, Josh Chalet, and Spencer Rudd. Thank you, Allison. I see that you agree with me with that 100 backstroke. I appreciate that. Jacob Olson finishing up there in lane number 2. Sawyer Smith in the water in lane number 2 right now. Burnsville in lane number 3. Daniel Rojas into the water. Lucas Wilhelmi finishing up in lane number 4. Evan is going to see what he can do to catch up here a little bit as he goes into the water. Sawyer finishing up. Parker Pedersen into the water in lane number 2. Evan finishes, and into the water goes Tristan Timbers in lane number 4. Lane number 6, Ethan Connolly done. Josh Soleil into the water. Lane number 3, Daniel Dunn, Justin Jobert into the water. Parker Pedersen finishes up in 2. Will Durfee now takes over for the final leg of this relay. Tristan Timbers did some catching up. And Matthew Warwick goes into the water there in lane number 4. They aren't going to catch Will, not with this much room. So lane number 2 is going to be your heat winner for the night. Comes Will in lane number 2. He's going to finish it up. 3:43.18. Matthew Warwick, half a pool length left to go. Under the flags. And at 3:52.16. Burnsville, lane number 3. This is Pierre Dumoulin. Touching the wall in 4:23.73. Lane number 6 at 4:19.25. That was Spencer Rudd in the final position. And in lane number 5. I'm not sure what that time is in lane number 5. That looks like a split. That concludes the meet for tonight against Burnsville. Rosemount Irish appreciates you jumping on and watching tonight. We'll have a score here for you shortly. So if you want to hang on, I will announce that in just a couple of minutes. Our final score for the evening, Rosemount 101, Burnsville 70. Thanks for coming out tonight. We appreciate it. Congratulations to the Chuckaduck winners. And for all of you online, thank you very much for joining us. I believe next Friday is another home meet. So we are double checking that schedule, but I think that's right. And if it is, I will be joining you there then again. So until then, take care, be safe, and good evening.